Happy Monday. I'm excited to be with you. It is the start of a new week. It is spring here in Canada, and what better could you ask for? The weather has been nice today. It was nice and sunny and a little like low teens, which I guess is like 13 degrees. I'm not sure what that is like in other Fahrenheit, but it was a great day, but it definitely cooled off later in the day as I was doing bus duty. I'm popping on at 7:30 because I found 7 o'clock to be a little rush, especially just with like waiting for my girls to get home for dinner and getting dinner made. So I thought I would try going live at 7:30 to see how that works for everybody. So we might try this for a few weeks, and if it works better, then I will switch my Monday night lives to 7:30. I'm actually in the process of changing the way I do my social media and my newsletter content. Newsletters. So what I've been doing is I'll just kind of give you a backstory. I've been focusing on a product. I'm not sure about you, but I get a lot of new product in being a Stampin' Up demonstrator. And sometimes that product hits my shelf and I never use it. And then when the retiring list comes out, I'm like, oh my gosh, I have brand new stamp sets that I haven't even used or a new die I haven't used. So my goal has been with this new January to June catalog is I have a basket that sits on my desk. And that basket those items in that basket can't go in my shelf. So whether it's on my bookshelf over here or over here, until I've made projects with it. And once I've made at least 4 or 5 projects or more, it goes on my shelf. And then I go back and rotate through those products, which I've been loving. It actually gives me a focus when I sit down to create. So this week, for example, I'm using the Cactus Cuties. It has been sitting in my basket, staring at me, and I was like, I need to use this. So what I've been doing is sitting down on the weekend, creating my projects. So I have my project for my Facebook Live, my project for my Stampin' Chat, which is what I do weekly every Tuesday with my team. And then I always have a couple more projects to share with you because I always feel what I've felt like lately is samples sell. So the more samples you see with a product, the more you're going to want to maybe purchase it. Better yet, you're going to want them in your collection. Then on Sunday, what I do is I send out a newsletter called Weekly Roundup, and that gives you back a week in review. So it shows you all those projects I've done. So it shows you the Facebook Live, it takes you to there. It shows you the projects that I've used. And I actually give a free tutorial for you guys each Sunday focusing on one of the cards we've made that week. So it's like a free little project for you. So if you're not a subscriber to my newsletter, make sure you message me or sign up in the link below this video. So if this video is on YouTube, you'll see that link. And if you're in my Facebook group and you are not on my newsletter, let me know and I will add you. Or you could go to my blog and sign up that way. That is my goal. And I do have another idea around my Facebook Lives, my weekly newsletters, and I'm just kind of brainstorming how I want to do that. So watch for that in a few months as I roll that out because I want to be more beneficial for you guys. So I'm excited for that. So if you're liking my weekly Roundup newsletters, I always like feedback because that's how I grow and change things. So if you're my subscriber and you're liking my weekly Roundup newsletters, let me know, or let me know if there's things you'd like to change because I always like to see those things that I always like to improve and make things better for you. So tonight, we are going live at 7:30. That is one of the changes I am making to see if that makes a big difference for you guys because I want more people joining us. And I find maybe 7 is a little too rushed. I know it's rushed for me when I have girls working late or getting home and trying to clean up for supper. And just sometimes I just need that down time when I come home from work. So as I said, tonight we are focusing on the Cactus Cuties, which is a bundle from the January to June catalog. When I saw this bundle, I was like, I have to have it. And I'm going to admit something. I actually ordered that back in January and I'm only using it now because it's been sitting in that basket. And I love it. I don't know about you, but I love plants. So we have a local greenery in our town and it's called Hemans, and we love that place. We love going and touring their gardens. I'm there in the spring getting all my plants. We go there for Christmas. And they have the best strawberries in the world. So once June comes, I'm there weekly getting my fresh fruit. And I love walking through their greenhouse. My daughter and I, she is a huge plant person too. We used to we go, like especially last year when we were in like lockdowns and all that because they were still open, we would go just walk through their gardens, check out the pretty flowers, and we would always come home with new flowers. And one of the things my daughter loved was cactuses because they come in such bright colors, orange, green, red, turquoise. Like, and she actually named them all. Anyways, so when I saw this stamp set, I reminded us those times when we used to walk through the greenhouse and check and grab those cactuses. So I have a few things to share with you. So I'm going to flip the camera, have a few things to share with you. So just Hostess code. There's a promotion going on right now. We're going to get into stamping, and I actually have a few samples to tell you, and you're getting a sneak peek on a new class that's coming out in April. Woohoo! Classes! I'm so excited to get back into that. Okay, so let me flip the camera, and I will be with you in 1 minute, okay? So close your eyes if this makes you dizzy, and like I said, I'll be with you in 1 quick minute. All right, if somebody on my view can let me know how the camera looks at your end. I just want to make sure that you see my things here. I just got to move this down a little bit. Sometimes I forget where in my view my camera needs to be. All right, so first thing I want to, I can see it in my view, so it looks pretty good. So let me know with a thumbs up if it looks good in yours. So the first thing I want to remind you is our March Hostess code. So this code is good to the end of March, which is March 31st, which can you believe it is next Thursday? I can't even believe where March has gone. If you shop this Hostess code, whether you send me an order or you place an order online and your order is 50 or more, first of all, you're going to get a thank you card in the mail from me. You're going to qualify for my Hostess gift this month, which is because I'm Irish and it was St. Patrick's Day, I thought I would give you the choice of a green blend. So this is Granny Apple, which is one of my favorite green colors. So you get to choose the green blends that you want. So once you place that order, I will email you and be like, hey, what color would you like? And then I'll order it up and ship it out to you. So that is the first thing you want to do. Second, I wanted to remind you is the stamping savings are in bloom. So this promotion is on till the end of March, so March 31st, and it's actually showcasing our mini stamp and cut emboss machine, which is right here. Regular $82, on sale for $65.50. I love this machine. If you follow me on my Facebook Lives, you know I'm using this machine all the time. There is 13 bundles that will work with it. Pretty much any dies will work with it as long as they're not bigger than what the platform is. We have embossing folders that work with it. There's so much that works with it. So also what they have is 13 bundles that are on sale, which means you can get these bundles at 20% off. So look how fun these bundles are. And like I said, they're all from the annual catalog. So here's the thing. Today's Monday. Wednesday, we get to see the new annual catalog. As a demonstrator, I get to see the new 2022 annual catalog. I am so excited. It's like the night before Christmas here. And then we're going to release what is retiring. So on Wednesday, I will share that retiring list link with you. And I might even pop on and do a Facebook Live if I have time. And the reason why I'm saying that is because I have a big scrapbooking crop this Saturday, so I've been prepping for that and I need to finish doing some things for that. So if I can squeeze it in, I will do it, and if not, I will pop it. Maybe we'll do that next Monday. But it's just a nice way to go through and see what is retiring, because it's better to see it in person than on a list. It's better to see it in the catalog. All right, so if you have any questions, let me know. So retiring list on Wednesday. As soon as I get it and get home, I will put it out to everybody. Okay, Cactus Cuties. Look how cute this stamp set and bundle is. It's a must. Okay, so it's a stamp set. It's a photo palmer stamp set, which is a jelly-like, which means you can see through it, which is meant for two-step stamping, and a coordinating punch. I don't know about you, but I'm a huge fan of punches. Because they're quick and easy. Don't get me wrong, I do love my die cutting machine. I absolutely love it, but punches are the way to go some days. Quick and easy. It's meant for all crafters, whether you're the beginner, the casual, or the avid. Everyone loves their punches. All right. so we're gonna get started. Hello to all those that are watching. So this is what we're using. I'm gonna give you a sneak peek. As I said to you before we get started, I am doing a class. So I'm just gonna kind of give you a sneak peek, not too much. You just see one a little bit, so you can see it's a little teaser. The details will be on this. It will be a class to go in April. So there will be product included. You're gonna get the supplies to make the 8 cards. If you're on my team, you can purchase the card kits for a price, and all that details, I just have to work on that. Flyer and graphic will be out very shortly, so watch for that. That will be signed up in April. All right, let's get started. Hello, Zana. How are you? Isn't it like midnight over in England? I hope all is well. Hi, Shonda. Who else is here? Hello, Nancy. Okay, so our card today, we're using thick white. I don't know about you, but I've been using a lot of thick white. I don't know, I just like the way it looks so crisp and clean. 5.5 by 8.5, scored at 4 1/4. So, as I've told you many times, what I do is when I'm scrolling Pinterest or social media like Instagram or Facebook, and I see a card that I like or a sketch that I like, I save it. Then when I sit down to create, I actually go through my camera roll and look for inspiration. I might use a color, I might use a layout. So tonight's project is actually designed from a sketch that I saw. I actually saved it in my camera roll. I had to go back to like February to find it, but it's a great sketch. And you'll see why when we're done. So thick white, I'm gonna put that to the side. We also have a piece of black that is 4 by 5 1/4. So that's gonna go there. I'm just gonna show you the pieces. Then we have a white that is 3 3/4 by 5. We have a strip of Granny Apple Green. We have a strip of Bermuda Bay. Now, here you go. I'm a huge fan, I told you, I'm punches. So I have all my circle punches, and sometimes when I'm creating, I grab my circle punches. So I am using a circle punch, and it is the 2-inch circle punch. If you have those punches in your stash, that is what I'm using. If you do not have punches in your stash, you can use the layering circle dies, and they will definitely give you that. And then I have a piece of designer series paper that measures 2 by 5. This is from the All Together kit, or the All Together designer series paper. So if you're a huge fan of black and white patterns, you are going to love this paper. This paper came out with the Here Together stamp set. So that paper is while supplies last. So if you're a huge fan of it, you're gonna wanna get it first. And then we have some white for creating. All right, so let's get, and I think, I just have to pull my card up here so I can see what I'm doing. All right, so I'm gonna just put the black and the white over there for now. And I'm just gonna move this out of my way for a bit. Just right there, so it kind of guides me. All right, so the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna put our designer series paper down, and I want it to go in the middle. So I'm gonna use my seal, my simple seal, and I'm just gonna put it right there in the middle. And then I'm going to use some linen thread, and I'm just gonna make like a little, actually I think I want to be, I want to come over here more. Just a little line in the back, and go like that. Grab my scissors. I hope you guys have had a great day. As I said, it was sunny here. The sun was shining. It was great to be back at school and see all the kids. They were very excited. So today here in Canada, we've lifted, especially while I'm in Ontario, we've lifted our mask mandate, and it was so nice to see the kids. They looked so different. First of all, they all got haircuts over the holidays, and they all look different without a mask on. It's crazy. All right, but I still had mine on, and I probably will still wear mine because I work in a school setting for at least a couple more weeks to see how the world goes after holidays. All right, so I have that piece, and I'm just gonna set this to the side. Okay, then I have our 2 strips, our Bermuda Bay and our Granny Apple. And if you follow me on my Facebook Lives, you know I'm a huge fan of the banners Pick-a-Punch. I love this punch. I love the different ways that you can do it. So we are going to use this one first. And I'm going to just cut it. And I think I want to make it right here. I just trimmed it off. Okay, so I have a piece like that. And then my granny apple, we're going to use the other one here. Punch. And then I'm going to just trim off a little bit. And do this. This video will be up on my YouTube channel. I have a blog post scheduled to go up on Wednesday. So if you have not subscribed to my YouTube channel, please do so, because I'm trying to build my YouTube channel so we could do some YouTube lives, and you need so many subscribers. So tell your crafty friends. And I will have this video on my blog, and it will be on my YouTube channel. Had an amazing day. Bridesmaid dress fitting for a treat, and was spoiled by my cousin on craft. Ooh, that sounds like a fun day. All right, so we're going to, oh, I meant to put that down underneath. All right, well, we're gonna do it this way. So I meant to put it underneath, and I forgot to do that because I was chatting. That's what happens when you chat and craft. But you'll see, it'll kind of work out, because I will show you one card done one way, and then you will see the card done the other way. All right, so I am picking up my dimensionals here. So yeah, so last week I was off for the week. I really enjoyed the downtime, spent some time in my craft room, hung out with some friends, took my puppy for walks. It was fun. We had a great week. And then, like I said, I'm doing a big scrapbook fundraiser this Saturday, so I have been prepping for that. So it actually was nice that I had time to actually do that. So I'm all ready to go. Oh, and also been swimming, like inside or outside, Xana, because I don't know if I'd want to be swimming right now, but maybe you're swimming because it's nice over there. All right, so our circle's going to go like that. So we're just going to put this aside, and I'm going to bring in my little white here. So we are using, and the reason I'm using this colors, a couple of these colors is to show you. So sadly, it is a time of year when we have ink colors retire. So Magenta Madness, Cinnamon Cider, Bumblebee, Misty Moonlight, and Just Jade are the 2020-22 ink colors that will be retiring at the end of April. So here's the thing. That retiring list comes out on Wednesday. Once that retiring list comes out, it goes very quickly, because people will want to stock up on those colors before they retire. I can tell you some of those colors are already in low inventory, which means they're going to go very quickly. So I always say protect your investment. And what do I mean by that? So if you have ink pads, make sure you have a re-inker, because once the ink pad dries out, if you don't have a re-inker, it's no good for you. But if you have a re-inker, you can re-ink it. So definitely going to want to make sure you have that. Check your cardstock. Are there favorite colors that you have? Definitely going to want those. Do you have your blends? Don't forget, they now come in stamping blends. Do you have those blends? Do you have designer series paper? All those things you want to make sure you have before they sell out, because once they're gone, they're gone. All right, so I just stamped the pot in Cinnamon Cider, and I'm actually going to stamp so that is one of the colors that is leaving, which it's a great brown. I really hope it comes back in a color refresh, maybe next year or in a couple years. I am doing the green, and I'm gonna put that up there. So that is Granny Apple Green. Oops, my thing was not up. So let's do that again. Granny Apple Green. And then we're gonna grab this little flower and a block. In magenta. Okay, actually I'm gonna stamp that after. I just want to try something here. As I'm looking at this, I think it does not fit. Nope, I just wanted to make sure. Nope, okay. So this punch does coordinate with a couple of the images. Let me just close it, show you. So it coordinates, this one goes with this goes with this one here goes with that cactus, and that goes with the flower. So I'm going to show you how to line the flower up in a minute. But I want to cut these out first. So I am going to do some fussy cutting. I know. Some people don't like the fussy cutting. It's pretty easy though. Just leave yourself a little bit of a white trim. Okay, so there is my pot, and I'm going to cut out some leaves here. And then I'm going to cut out our last flower. So this one, I re-inked my ink pad, and it just kind of shows you how the different shades, you know how you re-ink, you go back and forth with the re-inker or a spoon. But I like how it like sits there and makes it look like two-tone. It's kind of nice. Okay, so we're just going to put that there. And actually I did not need a pink flower in this one. It was another card I made with the pink flower. All right. Let me just put that away so I do not lose my pink flower. Okay, I'm going to put my pink away, red away. Bring this in. I'm looking for, oh, my pick a tool. Do you ever lose anything on your desk? It's like, really, it's just me here. Oh, inside, not brave enough to go swim wildly, especially in the UK. Yeah, like that's kind of cold. All right, so we're gonna pull this off. Here. And I'm just gonna pop that there. Now we're just gonna put this on the back. Might as well do that while we have it. All right, and then we're gonna lay this down. So I'm just gonna kind of put some tape here in the middle and lay this down here like that. All right, so there's the card. Now we're gonna bring this piece of paper back in, and I'm going to grab, so there's two, oh, I didn't even see that. How, that's funny. I've used this stamp set all week, and I just noticed there was a hello. So it says, hope your day is on point, just a note. So we're going to use the just a note. And I'm going to get a bigger block. And I'm going to grab my Memento ink. And I'm just going to stamp it. It doesn't really matter which way I stamp it. So it says just a note. So in black. Tidy up here a little as I go. So I'm gonna stop. I just have to grab something that's over here. All right, so I'm using this little mini cutter. This was something that Stampin' Up had a couple years ago as an incentive if you joined during celebration. And I had it sitting on my shelf, and I was like, you know what? I really need to start using that. I've always been a fan of the guillotine style cutters. I just never had one. Stampin' Up used to have one when I first started, and I was like, oh God, no, I would cut my fingers off. But I really do like how quick and easy it is. I really hope Stampin' Up maybe come out with a bigger one day. How nice would that be? Okay, so I'm literally just going to chop up my words here. So this is handy for when you're doing things like this, or when I'm doing like my pictures. That is my goal this year, is to work on my scrapbook albums. So that'll work great for that. Okay, so let's bring in my little take a pick so I can pick up these pieces. I have to cut them. And I think that might be too big, so we're just gonna trim it. And there you go. Okay, so Yeah, me too. I wish they would bring one back. We need to sandbox that. So, I am going to bring my thing here. Just going to sort of popping that up just to say just a note. This is very trendy where you cut up your words or instead of leaving it as one big sentiment. It just kind of makes the card look. Just a note. There you go. All right, let me... yes, I need to print photos. I have a Canon selfie printer, Zena. I'm not sure if you guys have that over in the UK, but I'm telling you, you need one. It's handy. I love it. Okay, so I'm using my favorite rhinestones, the Rhinestone Waves Basic Jewels. These went last week. Remember I shared with you, or actually 2 weeks ago, I shared with you the Ocean, Waves of Ocean collection. This is part of it. These will not be carrying over into the annual card. I saw a comment, made me think of card. The annual catalog, so these are well supplies last. Trust me, you do not want to miss out on getting these. They are, I think this is my second pack. I love them so much. And I'm going to go with Coastal. It almost looks like Coastal. Bermuda Bay here. And I'm going to do a small one over there. Okay, so let me move my thing over and I will show you the finished product. So there you go. There is a card based on a sketch. Oh, actually I forgot a bow. Hold on. It reminds me of, like, almost reminds me of plants sitting on a shelf with wallpaper in the background. You know how a lot of people have, especially if you're in a modern farmhouse decorating, you have floating shelves. I don't know about you, but I love watching like the, well, here in Canada, it's like the home improvement show, like Christina on the Coast, or Hometown is one of my favorites. And they're always into doing these floating shelves. And it reminds me of, this is like maybe in the kitchen, maybe this is tile, and the plants are sitting on a floating shelf. It was kind of when I finished my card yesterday, I was like, oh yeah, it kind of reminds me. What? Can you, I'm not sure what you mean. Can you say that, can you explain, maybe, what? TEC, I'm kind of useless at it all that time. Can you post what is it again, please? Can you re-explain? Maybe I was talking and I missed what you were questioning about. Okay, so we're just gonna put this bow down here. Oh, my bow is like sticking to my card here, or my fingers. All right, so there you go. There is my project for tonight, based on a sketch. So like I said, I save sketches when I see them. This was actually a sketch, like where it just showed you the layers, and no. Oh, the printer. Yes, it's a Canon selfie printer, and I can send you. I'll send you a private message what it looks like. It's highly recommended. It prints 4x6 photos. But if you purchase the Project Life app, which is by Becky Higgins, I'm an Apple user. You can also get it in Android. You can do 4x4 pictures, 2x4s, 3x4s. I use it all the time, and that's how I scrapbook my pictures, because there's not a lot of photography places around that print pictures these days. All right, so there is my project for tonight, showcasing the Cactus Cuties. Now, I also have a couple other projects to share with you, so let me grab those for you. Today on my blog, because I always, like I said, I sit down and I create a whole bunch of samples so that I have to share them with you. So this one here is the one is on my blog today. I was inspired once again, had these papered lattice and had not used them. So here we are a year into the catalog and have not used them. So I was inspired by, once again, going in, walking through that greenhouse, and you see pots up on the lattices, or I thought that was really cute. So my colors are white, Coastal Cabana. I use the Hope Your Day is on Point with the Banner Pick a Punch. I used Granny Apple with Garden Green, Bermuda Bay with Granny Apple Green, Magenta Madness, Cinnamon Cider, and Garden Green and Magenta Madness. So that was my, that is the one I did that is on my blog today. And when I first sit down to start creating, I always case a card. And I had saved this card a long time ago, and I believe it was by Helen Reed. I think she's a UK demonstrator. And I just fell in love with it. I was like, oh, I love how the tearing, I was like when you do tearing in classes, because you're like, okay, tear your paper. And people are like, what? No, I can't tear paper. But I really liked it. And how she added the texture behind it. So once again, crumb cake, I used the neutral colors. Early espresso, I used early espresso and garden green for my flower, for my cactus. So there is my project for you today. So that's just showing you 3 different samples. I can't show you the one we're doing with my team yet, because obviously they're going to be the first ones to see it, but I will post that to my blog. And as I said, I have 4 other cards I can't share with you. I shared a sneak peek earlier, so if you haven't just joined me now, you're going to want to go back and watch that video, because I'm going to be doing it as a class. So all the details will be coming out next week. After my crop, I'll get the details out, so it'll be a class to go, and watch for some more in-person classes if you're local. So I'm excited for that to be happening in April. All right, let me check to see if there's anything. Oh, thanks, Shonda. She says, cute card. Oh, Shonda says she loves them all. Thank you. Awesome. Thank you so much. It is a fun set. I think it's one that if this does retire, I think I might have to keep it, because I feel you can use it for any occasion. Obviously, you're plant lovers. You could do a birthday card, a thank you card, a get well card. Like, how cute would that be to do it as a get well card and then give the person a plant? That would be a really nice gesture. All right, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me. Let me know if the 7:30 time slot works for you guys, because I want to do Facebook Lives where I have more people joining me. And they're for you. So if the 7:30 works better for you, I'm happy to switch my time to that. All right, everyone. Have a great rest of your week. It'll be a busy one here in the studio as I put on my final touches for my scrapbooking crop. I have 23 ladies coming to scrapbook with me. It's a huge fundraiser that is dear to my heart. So I'm excited to see them and craft with them and spoil them and have fun with them on Saturday. So I will definitely be sharing pictures throughout the day. So make sure you're following me in my Stamp with Ann group or in my Stamp with Ann business page. Zana, you definitely need this set. Trust me, you would be disappointed if you don't. Okay, so here's another thing. If you want to see some more ideas, Google this, not Google, put this on Pinterest. You'll see tons of ideas. Trust me, it's out there. I actually saw one where they put googly eyes on it. It was so cute. All right, so have a great rest of your week, and I will see you guys next Monday night. Yes, we would love you to come. Oh my gosh, you should totally come. I know, a little like you have to fly here, but we should arrange that someday for you to come. That would be a lot of fun. This video will be up on my blog on Wednesday. Watch it go to my YouTube channel probably tomorrow night, and watch for another post Friday and Sunday on my blog. Make sure you sign up for my weekly newsletter so you get the weekly roundup, which will showcase and highlight the Cactus Cuties this week. And I think that is all I have to tell you. All right, everyone, have a great rest of your evening. And if you're watching on the replay, let me know you're watching on the replay. And I will see you guys very soon. Bye, everyone.